These are 28 facts about One Piece that you probably didn't know. Oda originally planned for the series to only last for 5 years, with the main antagonist being the Emperors. But his plans would be extended mostly due to his creation of the Warlords of the Sea. Did you know that Zoro was initially going to be a bodyguard to the one and only Buggy the Clown? The events from the moment Luffy leaves to become a pirate till the start of the time skip all took place in the space of only 4 months, while the anime took around 12 years to get to that. Crocodile, the Shichibukai who controlled Alabasta, briefly thought Luffy was using haki during their fight. Thanks to the manga cover stories, we would find out that Mr. 2 survived his fight with Magellan and would go on to become the new queen of level 5.5, where the Okamas live and party. Mr. 2, or Bon Clay, is that, unlike the other members of the Baroque works, he never had a female partner, and this was because he identifies as both male and female. This next fact is only based on the manga. Since they first met each other, there has never been a moment in the story where Zoro called Sanji by his name. Sanji created an alias called Mr. Prince during a small period in Alabasta, and it would later be revealed that he was in fact an actual prince during the whole Cake Island arc. Sanji's origins were also teased when he told the crew he came from the North Blue, and it would be revealed later on that it was indeed where his place of origin, the Germa Kingdom, was. During the later parts of Dressrosa, where a wanted list of all the heroes was being shown, we never see Konjuro, and this was a great hint showing that he was the mole amongst the Odin retainers. Well before his first introduction at Wano, there was a brief tease of the sun god Nika during the Skypiea arc. In the scene, while Luffy was dancing for a moment, he resembled the silhouette of Nika that was shown when Jinbei and Who's Who fought. This was meant to serve as a parallel of Luffy becoming the sun god, which was further hinted via the reveal of his devil fruit true name. Luffy once made a weird sketch of a creature that shares striking similarities to Frankie, before Frankie was even introduced to the story. Jinbei planned to be a Straw Hat ever since he met Luffy, but due to the world changing after the events of Marineford, he had to partner with the Big Mom pirates for the sake of his people. He eventually freed himself from his vow to her and joined the Straw Hats officially during the Wano arc. Ryuma, the legendary samurai of Wano, made his manga debut way before the One Piece thriller arc in Oda's brief, multi-chapter series called Wanted. The Ruma's chapter was called Monsters, and saw the journey of a younger Ryuma wanting to be the strongest warrior in the land. The original pitch for One Piece was titled Romance Dawn, and released in the Wanted series. It shared similar beats to One Piece, but had differences, like the mentor figure to Luffy not being Shanks. Oda is very specific with his chapter numbers, and often plans out certain chapters for big reveals. For instance, Gear 2 was introduced in chapter 387, and Gear 4 in chapter 783. During a bathtub scene with the male Straw Hats, Aokiji would interrupt them briefly, and it would be revealed that aside from his scars, he also lost his leg during the battle with Akainu at Punk Hazard. This is because Logia users cannot regenerate severely injured ones. Did you know that Sanji was initially going to be called Naruto? But due to the success of Kishimoto's Shunen series called Naruto, he had to scrap the idea. All the Marine admirals introduced in the series, including Green Bull, were based on famous Japanese actors. Oda loves films, and that's why he based the original 3 admirals on Kuni Tanaka, Yasuko Matsuda, and Banta Sugawara, who are well-known actors in Japan. Besides the Marines, other characters are based on several popular real people too. For instance, Frankie's design mirrors that of Jim Carrey in Ace Ventura, and Ivankov is based on Frank Enfurter from Rocky Horror Show. Oda decided to give Luffy devil fruit that will grant him rubber-like abilities because he wanted the series to keep its wacky, fun, and childlike energy, no matter how serious things got in the story. Brooke talked about hearing about a rookie by the name of Roger, already a seasoned pirate years before Roger went out to sea with Silver's Rayleigh. While this might sound surprising considering the story of One Piece primarily focuses on the life and adventures of pirates, no pirate in the story makes use of an eye patch. However, Oda confirmed that a pirate with an eye patch would appear at the end of the series, so all fans should make sure they keep their eyes peeled open for that towards the final chapters. Oda's story of One Piece is very original, but he also does a lot of research and is very fascinated by things like films, books, and history. That's why characters like Blackbeard, Jewelry Bonnie, and Alvida are all based on real-life pirates. Blackbeard's minions by the Revolutionary Army during the Reverie arc actually made her first appearance a long time before that. She appeared exclusively on the manga cover page, which showed her hanging out with Ace. Two of the world government leaders share striking facial similarities to two very popular men, namely Mahatma Gandhi and Mikhail Gorbachev. The dragon, leader of the revolutionaries, seems to mostly lack the childlike personality that Luffy and Garp possess. However, he does happen to share something else with them. Just like his other family members, he does have a mark on the left part of his face via his special tattoos. Usopp's birthday is on April 1st, and it's extremely fitting because that's the April Fool's Day, and he's a very good liar. Oda shares a birthday with Portgas D. Ace, and the date is December 31st, New Year's Eve. Click on this video, where I talked about the legendary Yoriichi Tsugikuni, strongest demon slayer. Subscribe for more anime facts and anime recommendations.